here to show you guys the long-awaited tutorial you've all been waiting for, which is how to make a Tyga and DA vocal sample type beat. Everyone's been asking me how I made it sound the way it did and how I was able to sound like a female with the vocal loop. So this tutorial is going to show you how I did it. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so that you're notified every time I have a new video. Aside from that, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. The first thing I did is, what we're going to do is just right click and just work with the vocal sample, because that's the main important part of the beat. The master channel, the only thing on there is just a fruity soft clipper. There's not anything else on there that I did for the beat. So let's go ahead and just work our way through. Turn off all these effects. So I'm going to play the vocal with its original pitch. So let's go ahead and reset all of these, just so you guys get a good breakdown of it. All right. So this is what the vocal sounds like initially. Oh, sorry, let's turn off the format pitching. So yeah, this is what the vocal sounds like just by itself without the pitching on it. So the first step, what you want to do in order to sound like a female, is you want to turn the pitch all the way up to the max. Let's do the same thing for all the other ones. And in this one, I actually left it alone because I just wanted to. I wanted something a little bit different. I didn't want all of them to have high pitch and female-like tendencies in it. So now we have all of those pitch. This is what it sounds like. So yeah, that's what it sounds like with pitching. And what you want to do is have the key and scale set. For me, it was set to D sharp and minor. If you're making your own, this key and scale is not going to apply for every single one of your beats or whatever you're making. So that's going to change depending on how you're singing. The format pitching right here is the important factor on how to make it sound like a true female. So let's start right here in the middle to where it sounds high pitch, and we're going to bring it down. So yeah, that's really what I did in order to make it sound more like a female as best as I could within the mix. So after that, I just added a fruity parametric EQ2. Now this was just to clean out the vocal, just to clean out the muddiness. There's not really precise EQing with this. It was just enough to clean it up. So this is what it sounds like. So a lot of it was just killed in the lower frequency in the mid. And fruity reverb too. This is what I added just to give the vocal some space and sound really wide. You can copy these settings just to, it doesn't have to be precise, but you can get something very similar. So it just opens up the entire mix, makes it sound wide. And then right here, I added a fruity delay too. Now this is gonna give the vocals some delay and some bounce. So you wanna have the OFS, which is important. You wanna make sure that the vocal has some bounce to it with the delay. So that's what I did. And I added a fruity delay too right here, just to make sure that there's a delay within the vocal that does bounce back in time with the BPM, which is at 110. So you can hear like having some movement around with the delay. Right here is the fruity parametric EQ2. Now this just filters around the part where it's supposed to be the verse, so that the artist has room to really just flow on top of it, so that the vocals aren't clashing. So that's what I did. The very important thing to have on here is a fruity filter. Now this really cleans up the vocal, so I went ahead and added this on top. I just made sure to turn it on and then have the high pass straight down the middle, and really you can see exactly what's going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it, and you'll hear what's being done to the vocal. So it sounds way cleaner. And if we turn it off, can hear like a lot of the high end presence. The last thing on here is just a fruity limiter, and all you want to do is make sure just bring your release all the way down to 0, leave the attack and the head alone, and just bring your ceiling down until it's the peak of the vocal. And the vocal's hitting at -12. Now, just to go through the other elements of the beat, I'm gonna show you guys some of the stuff that I did, which is adding the 808s, drums, and all the other stuff that makes the beat. So let's go ahead and play with the 808. Shout out my homeboy Enzo. He's the one who actually helped me with making beats back in 2008 and 2009, around that time. He sent me this 808 and I've used it and I've kept it since. So what I did, just initially just cleaned out the 808, just cleaned out that mid frequency and a little mid and then mostly the high frequency. Added a fruity blood overdrive. Now these settings won't always be the same for every beat. It just depends on how much distortion you do need. This is what I had. And I added a fruity parametric EQ too. I do not recommend EQing like this. Do not follow this. I just went ahead and did it just for this beat. And I just added a fruity limiter just to make sure that the bass is consistent and keep it at -6. So 808 is really just loud. Then moving on to the next thing, just having a kick. I use this kick. It's a big head kick that I use, and it's very maxed out and it's very loud. I love using it. I didn't add any EQ to it, just because I don't know why. And right here, have a hi-hat. Kept that at -6. Typically, I always don't mix this loud. I usually keep everything a little bit lower. Most of the things would be like -3 dB lower than what it actually is, but I wanted it very loud. Added a second set of hi-hats right here. It comes in. Then I have this snare. I actually love how it sounds. It sounds similar to a leg snare, but a little bit different. I kept that at 0 decibels. Have an open percussion to -12. And I have this cymbal that comes in. Right there. Have that 0 decibels. And playing everything all together with the vocal. So now that you guys hear how that sounds, right here is where I was mentioning that I filter out the vocal just using an automation clip with the parametric EQ too. So the vocals are just filtered. And right here, I have a percussion loop that I made. It's basically like a wood shot sound. Then I have this other percussion. Sound like some wishy sound or whatever, but gives you a little bit of bounce. And then coming back together with everything playing all at once. So yeah, that's pretty much how I made Detox. It's really all I did. Wasn't crazy amount of things done, but the most important thing was just the vocal sample that you all been wondering what I did. So if you like the video, go ahead and thumbs up. If you're new, like I said, go ahead and subscribe. I'm gonna drop a lot of crazy tutorials very soon. If you need your song mixed and mastered, go to bluenovabeats.com, go to the contact form on the very bottom, and you can send me a message through there. If you need any DA type beats, Tyga DA sample type beats, then you can go to the store back up at the top and you can find a lot of different genres. I made a lot of crazy different sounds with my voice, so go ahead and check those out. And also, there is a sound kit that I've made that does include a vocal preset that I've used in my beat called Thick, and that's another DA type beat. So if you haven't heard that beat, go and look that up. It's Thick with 2 C's, THICC, and the sound kit will be available on bluenovabeats.com. Once you click on the drum kits section, just go ahead and you'll find it there. But thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you all on the next video.